Copilot Studio just got a massive upgrade. Smarter workflows, faster builds, and powerful new AI features unlocked. Stay with me. You're about to see the future of automation. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're diving into the Copilot Studio revolution, the incredible new features Microsoft has rolled out over the past years that are making it smarter, sleeker, and truly irresistible for creators and enterprises alike. I will walk you through each new configuration and trending feature in Copilot Studio end-to-end. So let's get started now. If you log into your Copilot Studio on the home page, you will see you can create your new agent by describing it. Here you see describe your agent to create it. So you can pass a prompt, and your agent will be created automatically for you. And these are some sample prompts here, like help desk, expense tracking, HR, and benefits. After passing the prompt, just click on this Go button, and your agent will be created automatically. Now, this is the new way of creating an agent. Let's see what other changes or improvements we have. We have here flows, so we can create agent flows from the Copilot Studio itself. This was not there earlier until a few months ago. You can create an agent flow from here. You can add a new agent flow by clicking on this button. Then you have Tools features. Now we could add tools to Copilot Agent from here. These tools are nothing but more or less power automate actions, like SharePoint, Microsoft Teams, and more actions. From this screen, you can manage your tools. You can see there are many new tools available here. We can add a new tool from the Tools menu. Now I will show you the templates. You see the Install a Managed Agent section. This was not there earlier. Here we could see a couple of managed agents, like Document Processor and Finance in M365 Copilot. And you can see the other generic business use case agents as well. I have created a dedicated video for a document processor and personalized shopping agent. You can watch it on my channel. The links will be given in the description. These changes are at the Copilot Studio level. Now let's explore the changes at the agent level. Now I'll get into any of my existing agents, and I'll show you what new features are there inside the agent. I'll just open any of my existing agents. Let me open this agent. Now, let's explore the overview page. We have here the description and orchestration configuration. Earlier also, these configurations were there. You can configure your model selection from this overview page. This is a new setting from this page. You can see a lot of OpenAI models are added to the list, whether it is the retired or preview type. You can see it from here. Then you could see a new section called Triggers, where you can set up your agent to activate when a certain event happens. You can add a trigger from this overview page. Then we got Instructions section. This is an interesting feature. Here you can write instructions or prompts on how you want to execute your agent. This will maintain your agent execution flows. Then we could see the Knowledge section. Earlier, we were able to add knowledge only from the top ribbon menu. But now we can add knowledge from the agent overview page itself. And in the knowledge module, also, many new knowledge sources have been added. I'll just get in there and show. You can see that a lot of new knowledge sources have been added. One of the major upgrades in this is earlier we were able to configure only the SharePoint site URL. But now we can configure certain document libraries, folders, and files from SharePoint. And folders, files from OneDrive. We could see lots of other knowledge sources here, right? Let's go back to what I was explaining on the overview page. Now I will show you how you can control web search. If you enable this, your agent will be able to search all public websites. Then we got the Tools section from where you can manage your tools. Like you can add a new tool and delete them. From this page, you can add a new tool. Then we got a new feature called Connected Agents. Here you can manage your connected agents. This is like parent-child agent orchestration, where your parent agent can call the child agent and execute as per the instruction prompt. Here you can add a lightweight new child agent, or you can even connect to an external agent. This is a brand new feature. I have a detailed demo video on how to work with a parent-child connected agent. You can watch it on my channel. The link will be given in the description and pinned comment. Then, on the agent overview page, we can manage the topics as well. You can add a new topic, and we can delete and disable or enable it from here. Earlier, we had to go to the Agent Topics ribbon menu for the same. Then we got the Suggested Prompts configuration. It suggests ways of starting conversations for Teams and Microsoft 365 channels. This is also a brand new feature. You can add a new suggested prompt from here. This is the Suggested Prompt configuration screen. So these are all new changes, or we can manage them from the Agent Overview page. Now I'll move on to the Agent Settings page and show you what new features are added there. Let's explore the Agent Settings configuration. In the Generative AI section, the orchestration configuration is not a new one. It was there earlier. Now you can see this Deep Reasoning feature configuration. This is a new feature you can turn on or off. This feature enables advanced reasoning for AI actions. Then we have the Connected Agents feature. This is also a brand new feature. You can enable or disable the Connected Agents feature as per your requirement. This feature lets other agents connect to and use this one. It lets agents work together to complete workflows. Then we have the Retired Model Configuration section. If you enable this, it will allow you to get 30 additional days with your existing model before it becomes unavailable. This is also a new feature Microsoft just added a couple months ago to Copilot Studio. Now let's talk about response formatting configuration. This is also a brand new feature. This is where you tell your Copilot how the response should look and sound. It's like giving your agent a communication style, almost a personality. You can set creative rules, such as always respond in rhyming couplets, make all proper nouns bold, or for data-driven questions, show the answer in bullet points. With this feature, you can specify the format and style of the agent's responses. If these conflict with other instructions for this agent, these will override. With this configuration, every response becomes consistent, polished, and tailored to your audience. So your Copilot doesn't just answer, it answers in style. Now let's see the moderation feature configuration. This controls how strictly your agent filters harmful or inappropriate content. If you choose lower moderation, it means more responses but higher risk. If you choose higher moderation, it means safer responses but sometimes fewer. And then we got a brand new feature, user feedback configuration. When this is enabled, users can provide feedback on the agent's responses, giving a thumbs up or down, and adding a written comment if they want. All feedback is sent privately to your organization, not to Microsoft. You can also enable a disclaimer message, which will appear in supported channels whenever users submit feedback. Then we got the knowledge configuration. Here, basically we got two configurations. Use general knowledge and use information from the web. First, we have the option to use general knowledge. This is the foundational information the AI was trained on. If you want your agent to rely only on your organization's specific knowledge sources, you can simply turn this off. Based on your agent requirement, you can turn this on or off. Next, we have the option to use information from the web. This allows your agent to browse online using Bing search and bring in fresh, up-to-date answers whenever needed. And now, let's talk about a brand new capability, file processing. Your users can upload files like PDF, TXT, CSV, and even images including PNG, WebP, JPEG, and non-animated GIFs. The agent can analyze these uploads right inside the conversation. Just note, each file can be up to 15 megabytes. File processing also includes a built-in code interpreter. It can generate and run code on demand, letting your agent process files, create reports, and much more. Just remember, file type and size limits still apply. I've created a dedicated demo video showing exactly how this works. You can watch it on my channel. The link will be available in the description and in the pinned comment. Next, we have another brand new feature search, powered by Tenant graph grounding with semantic search. This gives your agent smarter and more accurate results across your Microsoft 365 environment. Do note, availability may vary depending on the connected data sources. In agent details, we don't have significant changes. Next, let's dive into the agent security section to see what's new. No changes in authentication configuration. It is the same as what we had a year ago. Let's see the web channel security configuration. No significant changes are noticed there. Then we got the connection management screen. Earlier, this was in a hidden place. Now, it has become part of the agent settings menu. Here you can manage your agent connector connections, like SharePoint, Microsoft Teams, or any other connections. The authoring canvas configuration is not new. It was there earlier as well. Then we got entities. This is not a new one. Then we got skills, where we can add a skill and manage the allow list. From the voice setting, you can enable or disable the voice optimization. In the languages, you can add a couple of new secondary languages that were not here earlier. Then we got language understanding. With this, you can decide how your agent will respond during conversations. Then we got component collections. Here you can manage your component collections. This is a new feature. Then we got an advanced menu, which is a new feature where you can manage your agents. Application insights, metadata, and enhanced transcript. From application insights, you can enable or disable the log activity, log sensitive activity properties, and log node tools. From metadata, you can copy environment ID, tenant ID, agent app ID, and schema name. From here, you can navigate to your solution as well. That's all we had from the agent settings page. Now let's explore the other technical enhancements. We see a new trending automated testing tool, evaluation. This tool allows you to run test questions against your agent, measure its responses for accuracy, relevance, and completeness, and track performance over time. I've created a detailed demo video on how the evaluation tool works in Copilot Studio. You can watch it on my channel. The link will be given in the description and in the pinned comment. Then we got the Copilot AI-based cost-saving tool that comes under the Analytics menu, which I cannot show from this agent, as this agent is not yet published. Let me open any of my published agents to show this feature. I'll just click on the Analytics menu. Then you'll see a Calculate Saving tool. As I've already created and saved this, it is showing as savings. The Calculate Savings tool shows how much time and money your agent saves by comparing automated interactions to manual work. Once configured, it automatically tracks and displays the impact and ROI in analytics. Now I will move on to explore other technical improvements in Copilot Studio. Let me go to the Topics menu. Let's open this custom topic. At the topic level also, we have got an analytics feature that was not there earlier. Click on the More link from your topic. You could see a lot more actions from here. This is a new action menu feature at the topic level. Now I'll show the changes in the Send a Message node. In the Message node, you not only can render the text, but also now you can render file, image, video, and much more. Then we got a new feature in the Variable Management section. I've detailed a demo on the list management loop through a list. You can watch it on my channel. Now we got the list management submenu. There we got list management related actions like modify list, loop through a list, skip to the next item in a loop, and end loop. And from the advanced menu we have generative answers and send HTTP request. These two are old actions we had earlier as well. The other actions are log a custom telemetry event, send an event, and send an activity, authenticate, and sign out user. We see a new node menu, add an agent. Using this, you can add an agent to your topic. This is also a new feature. Then, using the Add a Tool menu, you can add a new tool to your topic. Here the notable tools are New Prompt, perform a custom search, generate a search query, and a lot more. You can add the connector from here. You can add a tool to your topic from this Tool tab. So these are the technical improvements Microsoft made over past years in Copilot Studio. And next I will show you the changes in the channels. Let's go to the Channels menu. A lot of new channels got added here. You can see the new channels like Microsoft 365 Copilot, SharePoint, Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram, and a lot more. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the Copilot Studio revolution over the years. If you found this valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss the latest updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.